Welcome to episode 5 of the Unadulterated Amateurs podcast. I'm Chuck Beason, and that's Joel Norden.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, just hanging out.
Got ourselves some pizza. Some good pizza.
Your wife spoils us.
She does. She's the best. Did you, can you even tell that it's yesterday's pizza?
No.
She did, oh my gosh, what's it called? She didn't reheat it in the oven. She reheated it in the air fryer.
Oh.
Brand new pizza, dog.
That'll do it.
Oh, yeah, it's unreal.
I was going to say, the crust has a nice crunch to it, too.
Yeah. I'm always like a cold pizza guy.
Yeah.
And this has changed my whole views on leftover pizza. Because I'm like, this is like having pizza second day in a row fresh. Like it's right under fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got really crunchy.
I definitely like my cold pizza, though.
I do too. I'm a sucker for that. Breakfast of champions right there. I've seen you eat some gnarly pizza though.
What do you mean?
Let's see. How about when I was living in Kellogg before my wife moved in because we weren't married, and I had a Little Caesars pizza that was out there from a party for like a week, and you ate it and you survived.
That's not even the worst thing I've eaten.
I know it's not, but that still blew my mind. I was like, that is because Little Caesars leftovers like cardboard. It's disgusting.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to eat chicken after 3 days in the fridge.
Yeah. You know what? I used to be that guy too. I'm like, it'll be all right. Leftover, a little bit of leftovers. And then I got sick off of, I got a salmonella or whatever the heck it is from, it was like chicken and, no, I think it was like beef and noodle or something like that. Random as all get out. It was in there for like a week and I got it. And I was, never have I been hurting that bad in my entire life. Like it was.
Out of all things that could get you sick, it had to be the beef and noodle.
Oh,
didn't it?
dude, it's so sad. So sad. You all right? You good?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was making sure.
I just wanted a quick adjustment.
Hey, you want to turn my knob up a little bit over there?
Which one?
Just a wee bit? Yeah, that one. Yeah, perfect. Oh, lordy. A little bit down. A little bit down. So today we're chatting about video games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. How many video games have you been playing lately, Chuck? Probably not a lot, huh?
I played one.
One video game. Well, we'll let you start with yours before I get into my list. Or do you want to wait till after I get done with my list?
I like to wait.
You like to wait?
Uh-huh.
Dude, I've been playing. It's actually hilarious. We got a crap ton of snow. A load of snow. Well, it didn't last long, but those 2 days, Thursday and Friday, yeah. And so I was off at vacation and it was Wednesday. I texted all the guys. I was like, hey, dude, we should play Minecraft. Once a year, we get on Minecraft.
What is this?
Right?
I'm not all the guys now?
Chuck, every time I text you, it's like I'm bugging you because you're like, I'm busy.
I was at work on Thursday anyway.
I know you were. We were like doing an all day Minecraft. That was the plan before they jump all over me because they're going to. Because Wednesday I was in the mood for Minecraft. I was like, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Thursday rolled around. Wasn't feeling Minecraft.
Are you kidding me?
So everybody was on Minecraft and I was the only one not playing Minecraft. Well, actually, that's not true because me and Jake started off. We played some Neverwinter Nights from 2002, the remastered version.
Okay.
That was a flashback. Wowzers. Because it is not, it's not streamlined. Like, I remember it being like an excellent RPG, right? And compared to nowadays, like RPGs that they put out, they're very like easy to catch and stuff, like to just figure out, I guess. This was not. It took a second for me to figure out the controls, and there's a lot going on. But we got her down, and it was fun. Nice little throwback. So we played that for a good, I don't know, 3-4 hours of that, and then they went and played Minecraft, and then I started a Greedfall playthrough on the hardest difficulty.
Okay.
And Greedfall is like an RPG.
How is that one? Because I have it.
You have Greedfall?
Yeah.
What in the hell? That's
I've
like the
never played
last
it.
game. I don't see you liking it.
It was one of the free ones, so I downloaded it.
It's slower. It's a casual game, so maybe you'll enjoy it. But
I like my casual stuff.
it is very casual. It's like so. Trying to think. Basically, you're a legate of a congregation. So basically, you're kind of like this political party that you go around and you basically make peace with everybody. Okay. And they're sending you to this new island, this new land. And then you get there and it's not so new. It's got all kinds of tribes of people and they're battled. It's basically like the Christopher, our story of America. It's new land, but it's not really new. And there's people there already. And, you know how the whole thing goes. So
that's all bad.
It's basically that. So you're there and you're trying to make peace with the tribes. And basically by doing side stories and stuff, you are obsessed with your beard.
Leave me alone.
You're very vain. You're very vain on these podcasts. You're like, look at me. Look at my beautiful beard.
No, my beard's not listening right now. So
Chuck, your beard is fine. It does have a weird little curve there, doesn't it?
Yes.
You look like a reject Santa Claus. Anyways, Chuck, before you distract me with your beard. So, like, basically your rewards besides experience with your side missions that you complete. I still can't believe you bought this game. It's just a weird game to buy.
I didn't buy it.
Given to you?
It was free on the PlayStation Store.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, basically, when you do a side mission, let's say you're helping the natives of this island. You get reputation points from the natives for helping them. But if you screw them over, you go down. And then they start getting distrustful of you, and the dialogue changes.
That's kind of cool, but can I just kill him?
Yes. Yeah. If you want to play that person,
that's
you're trying to be on that side of history, huh?
It's a bad side, but that's how I game.
Oh yeah, it's a game. Yeah, POS over there on the other side too. No.
I'm a nice guy, okay?
Yeah, and you have like 3 other countries that are also taking parts of this island, and so you're working out contract.
I'd be so dead.
Yeah. So basically, like they're like, oh, you have to go meet these people and then work out treaties and stuff. But it's not really like that. You just go over there, you talk to them, it's a dialogue, and then they send you on a way to. They're trying to get rid of this magic on this island, basically. And there's like a curse, a disease, and they're trying to cure that disease. And they think it's on the island, so you're looking for the cure. Very casual, though. Like, I don't know how to describe it.
I don't know.
I enjoy that it mixes. You remember when we first met, and I was really hard against. Like, I disliked guns being used in fantasy.
Yeah,
I wanted it separate. This includes guns. It's more of like a Renaissance type style, a little bit. Or maybe industrial age. I don't know. So you can have a gun. You can be a gun guy, and you can be like specialized in herbs and traps and stuff. Or you can be a mage, right? And there's different parts of that. And then there's in between skills, and then you have your melee, and you can just customize your guy however you want it.
Yeah, okay. That part sounds cool. Honestly, guns in fantasy can work.
Oh yeah. I think the problem was my times that I've tried it, like in certain games, I didn't feel it, but it works for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm playing that on extreme mode.
Oh geez.
And yeah,
you and your politicalness in games, you're really good at your what's it called, culture.
Okay. What do you mean?
Talking to everybody and being nice.
I am. Yeah. It bother you?
A little bit.
Yeah. Like, where's the angry Joel I once knew?
Right? No, when I met you, you played games how I play games.
You're talking about my Civilization play right now too, aren't you?
Oh, 100%.
Listen here, bud. Okay. You don't even know how many times I've nuked people on Civilizations.
Oh, I know.
Oh boy. I remember I had like 20 or 30 nukes. Guys don't think any worse of me. It's a game. Like you said, it's a game, right? I think your mic's cutting out a little bit, bud.
Oh,
there you are. Maybe I'm just hearing through my headset a little weird. Anyways, so I'm playing Civilization, and I was diplomatic. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Diplomatic. This guy. See, this is why we have editors. This is why we have editors for my books. So I was very diplomatic through the entire game. Almost 0 wars, and it hit the industrial age, I believe it was, on Civilizations, and I still hadn't started a war. Yeah. But I can't do it. I was just so busy doing other stuff. I'm like, I'm not ready yet. You're never ready If you're, you know what I mean? You know how the stupid game goes. Like when you get caught up on one thing, you're caught up on it. You're like, oh, I'm just going to make campuses and theaters in all of my cities. And then next thing you know, 4 hours has gone by and you've done that, but you haven't done any wars or anything.
Just one more turn.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So I go and I think it was India randomly denounced me. And I was like, okay, that's rude. And then somebody joined them. And then so I declared war on India. So I was like, I've been nice to you this whole game. And now you're going to come at me with this. So I declared war on India. And they had some alliances. So next thing you know, it hits World War III. Everybody's against me. And I just started nuking. I had like 20 nukes and I went to town. I mean, everybody got it, bud. Everybody. We've been allies the whole game. Nuked. Gone. I had submarines just littered everywhere. Yeah. That's the dark side of me, guys. That's the dark side of me.
That's Joel right there. That's the Joel I know and love.
Yep. So I taught them a lesson. Yeah. Yeah. It was fun. No. So yeah, Greedfall, the extreme playthrough on that. I almost had to be diplomatic because it's so freaking hard. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not the hardest RPG I've ever played on the hardest. Normally I don't play RPGs on the hardest because I just want to play through the story, enjoy the story and be done. But this one, I was like, I feel like I need to do something special, just brand new off the PS5. I've already beat this game before. So I'm like, screw it, I'm going to roll into it.
Tried 100%.
Try 100% on extreme mode. So far, I'm doing really good. I did kind of cheat a little bit.
Of course you did.
Just a wee bit. Because there's basically like a pit, a fighter pit. You go in there and they send random things at you. Okay? So I was stuck in this pit there's 5 rounds. Excuse me. 5 stages. Each of the stages has 3 rounds. And every time they send something different at you. So I couldn't get past certain stages. So I was replaying the stages before and I realized I'm getting XP still. So I just started grinding by playing that. So now my level's up higher for these lower missions. So it's easier to beat. So
before I leave, I'm deleting it.
You ain't deleting nothing, boy. That thing's locked safely in a safe location. PS5 seems like no, it's not even in here. I don't even have it in here.
I noticed.
What else?
I'm sure I can find it.
What have you been playing?
Okay, so when I got off work on Thursday,
Yeah.
since we weren't actually going out, I tried to play a little bit of Minecraft. Got about 20 minutes in and got bored.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yep. Switched off of that. Tried to play a little bit of Madden. After about a half hour, got bored.
Yeah.
So I just watched TV Thursday.
Nice.
Watched that movie we were supposed to watch.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Yep, Howl's Moving Castle.
We want to talk about this? We diving right into this? We can
Well,
go back to video games later, or we're gonna do this?
I'm going to finish my video game.
Oh, you finished games. We'll talk about Howl's later.
Yeah. And then last night, I was over at my buddy's place playing Magic and decided I was going to take off. And I headed home and I got on Arceus. That's the new Pokemon game.
I hate your face so much right now.
So I had to give it a try. And I will say, so far, I've just basically gotten through the tutorial.
Yeah.
And they kind of make you scared of Pokemon.
That's what I heard. I heard they add like a creepy vibe to it.
100%.
That was the only complaint I've heard about that whole game.
They're wild beasts. Oh, no.
But it makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Every Pokemon game I've played, I've always wondered that. I'm like, you have this big ass like Charizard, and you can't say this thing's friendly.
Right.
Look, do you see the way he looks at his trainers?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He's flaming them just for fun.
I will say,
Poor Ash Ketchum.
because I haven't got attacked by any of them or anything, but they can give these people some voices, man. Why we got to stick to the old school stuff?
Nintendo's terrible with that, bro. Terrible. Legit, you have to read everything.
I know.
Every game.
If we just had some audio to it, to where the people were actively saying something and I could just listen to it, game would be 10 times better.
Yeah. So here's my theory on this. I think the Switch can't handle too much of a game. I think the hardware is not up there for like compared to PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, it is a
Or PC.
lot smaller of a system.
Right. And it's fun. It's a good system. First of all, let me make that crystal clear. It is a great system. The Switch is fun. However, a lot of especially Pokemon, it's just you're reading a damn book.
Yeah. I definitely want to, like, the Switch, I feel, is a great party system.
It is. Mario Party.
Yep.
Mario Kart. Mario Smash Bros. Even though I'm not a huge fan of that, which is like apparently like a.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, everyone gets mad at me about that. You know what I have to say about no. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I was like,
Oh no, bring that out.
No. Peace and love, bro. Peace and love.
Oh goodness.
No, I don't like Smash Party though, or Smash Bros. Whatever it's called. Whatever it's called. It's stupid.
I am the kind of fan that if it's being played, I'll play it. But if it's not, I'm not going to call it out.
You're like that with any video game.
Fair
Legit,
enough.
any video game.
Fair enough.
That's fair though. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling Minecraft now, and I feel like they're probably done with it at this point. So,
Well, yeah, especially when you're like, hey, let's play Minecraft. And they're like, yeah. And then you're like, no.
yeah. By the way, something fancy. They have a. Oh, what you got going here, dear? Oh my gosh, we're splitting that. We're splitting that. She has brought us more pizza, air fried. Chuck, air fried pizza. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Go.
Wonderful.
There you have it. There you have it, sweetie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you. She's the best. Anyways, don't interrupt us again.
Oh, geez,
So I don't remember what I was saying. How dare she? Oh, the PlayStation 5, the controller.
You're going to blame her for that too.
When she re-listens to this, I'm going to be in trouble, but it'll be fun.
She brought you food.
I know. I'm just joking. The PlayStation 5 has a dang built-in mic on the controller and a mute button. I don't know why I'm so blown away by this.
Uh-oh.
Also, it has I can't remember what they call it, but the trigger of the controller.
Yeah.
So like my brother's playing Metro Exodus.
It goes further down now.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. No. When your gun jams up, your button jams up.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. I was like, why in the hell is my button jammed already on this beautiful new controller? I'm like trying to get it, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I was playing Chivalry, and it was like when I hit somebody, and you're like, you know how you get jammed up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I couldn't hit it again. I was like, what is happening? Jake and my brother was like, yeah, it's the new controller setup. It's like supposed to make it more realistic or whatever. So like when you're shooting and your gun jams up, it's jammed up like on your controller. It's pretty dope, dude.
That's such a little bit of that screws with you.
I know. It's impressive though.
Oh, that's fantastic.
What did you play video game wise growing up? Did you game a lot?
Madden, football, baseball.
That's it?
Some basketball games.
Really?
NHL Hits.
Okay.
NFL Blitz the League. That needs to come back.
God.
We need a remaster of that.
It's so hard to play. When you first learning that game and you're playing someone that knew what they were doing, I remember I was like, because like if I remember right,
I just snap your neck. It's all good.
the downs were all messed up. If I remember right, there's something weird about the downs.
I don't.
Wasn't it like
remember
first and
that
20
in-depth.
or something like that? It was something
Oh, like
wild.
Blitz, yeah.
Yeah, and Blitz.
Yeah.
It was like first and 20 instead of the first and 10.
Yep.
Something weird. So when you get sacked, you're like first and 30. I was like, what is happening? That's a good throwback right there. But you didn't play any like Zelda, Mario's, nothing like that?
Spyro.
Spyro's a classic.
And Spyro and...
That's a fun chill game to go back to still.
Yep. And what's it called?
I got the remastered version of that.
I forget what it's called.
Cool. Let me help you.
I know I played Banjo Kazooie as well.
Oh, that was a game that I always saw in magazines and stuff. I want to
Yeah.
play it, but I never played it.
Yeah, that one with the wooden mask.
No clue what you're talking about. Wooden Mask.
Yeah. It was the platform game. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name.
I have no clue what you're talking about. It has a wooden mask in it?
Yeah. You
That's
get
it.
the wooden mask, and after you get like 3 of them, you're invincible for a while.
Are you talking about Crash Bandicoot?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We got there.
That's what you threw at me is the
Yes.
wooden mask.
Yes.
You couldn't have said the fox guy?
Is he a fox?
We're no longer doing podcasts together. I can't hack it. I can't do this.
Hey,
dude,
I wouldn't mascot you there, okay? Hibbida boobida guy or whatever it's called.
Yeah, whatever his name was, yeah. I grew up playing Spyro a lot.
I loved Spyro the Dragon.
Dude, I went back and there's some random ones. All right, I played Tony Hawk 2.
Oh, yeah.
You have Tony Hawk 2?
Yep. Tony Hawk 2. I played all of them. What are you talking about?
I played 1, 2, and 3, and that was it. We didn't play much of 3.
Yeah.
But I know people that got into the underground and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah. I played that too.
Yeah. I did the BMX one. Do you remember when they used to have demos on the games?
Yeah.
So, like, you would, Spyro, you'd go to the menu, you'd hold triangle and down or something random like that, and it would give you a secret Crash Bandicoot Racing CTR demo, and you could play one track, and we would replay that track over and over.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
That's what happens when you read the manuals, boy. Like the little manuals that
Yeah,
came
I
with the
didn't do
PS1s.
that either.
Yeah, we did that. Look, we'd go flip through them while we were bored because you had to take turns.
Yeah.
Right. So with a brother or sister, and
Well,
so yeah. So then the other person would
did
be
you
bored.
actually have to take turns, or did you just have to give them the controller that wasn't hooked up and make them think?
That didn't last real long in our household.
Oh.
No, they got pretty smart pretty quick.
Yeah, no, my brother never fell for that either. But
Did you have your game controllers duct taped with electrical tape after they started splitting or whatever they used to do?
You mean by where you're holding the hand after you squeeze it so hard you break it a few times?
No, the wires.
Oh, no.
Remember how you had them connecting, you roll them up, and after rolling them up so much, they'd start getting all kinds of funky?
No, because I never rolled them up. I got in a lot of trouble.
You just left them laying, didn't you?
Yeah.
You're such a POS, bud.
Well,
Oh, I feel so. I'm gonna call your dad. I'm gonna tell him I'm sorry for Chuck. I'm sorry. Poor guy had to deal with you.
well, you know what it is
Reckless.
on my phone. Go for it.
So I played the oldest games I played though. Super Mario World, the one with Yoshi on it. And then we played
I think I played one of those at least.
Mario Kart Super Nintendo. So way back.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had Final Fantasy 2.
Not me.
I remember parts of that game, but I went back to play it, and I don't really remember a whole lot going on.
Yeah. Oh, F-Zero X.
Never heard of that.
It's a racing game where you knock each other off the map.
Yeah, we didn't do a whole... What? No, we had Ridge Racer. Did you have Ridge Racer? Ridge Racer. No? It was like a bowling alley, arcade game. The ones that you would, drive.
Yeah.
But it was actually for, PS1 or 2.
Yeah.
How about the Demo Derby play PS1? Do you have that?
Demo Derby?
Yeah.
No.
Dang. What other ones did I play? PS2, I got a little more wild. Weirdly, I don't really remember PS2 as much as I do the older ones.
Oh, my goodness. PS2 and N64 were everything.
N64, I loved N64.
There was another weird game where you drive around shooting everybody.
Twisted Metal?
It wasn't Twisted Metal.
Karamanjban?
What?
Karamanjban?
Maybe.
It's like it's Armageddon, but Carageddon. Sorry, I pronounced that way off.
Yeah, something like that. But
you know how those childhood
on PS1, oh yeah,
pronunciations follow you? Yeah.
On PS1, and we played that all the time too.
I'm trying to think what else we had. Oh, dude, I went back because there was one I was like, oh my gosh, we got randomly. It was for my youngest sister, and it was Dragon Tales for PS1.
Oh my goodness!
You remember Dragon Tales?
I never played it.
No, but you remember Dragon Tales, the TV show?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember the song?
No.
Don't lie to me, Chuck.
I don't remember the song.
Wow, everybody remembers this song. Dragon Tales. You wanted me to sing it. I know you did.
Yeah,
and then you were like, and I regret it.
Yep.
And I regret it. It's not even funny. But it was Dragon Tales Hide and Seek. And it was 2D. Okay. And you had an up or down. You'd go up the hill and you had to find the other dragons. And you were one of the kids. And so you went up to a bush and you hit X. And then you looked behind the bush. And that was the whole game. And you find all the dragons, which wasn't hard because it was a map, 3 screens, Oh, look, I have 7 bushes.
I bet he's behind the bush.
It's one of them.
Oh, another one. The first-person shooter and probably the last one that I thoroughly enjoyed.
What's that?
007.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
For the N64.
Today Never Dies, or Tomorrow Never Dies, or whatever the heck it was, with Chris Bronson. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think it's Chris Bronson. I don't think that's the right name. Pew pew. You a little silence pistol.
I mean,
you running around. Like,
pew, pew. You were into Turok though.
Are you talking GoldenEye? GoldenEye. Okay, dude. GoldenEye is a classic. I will say that. But going back to play it, we did it last guys' night last year. Yeah, awful.
Oh no,
horrible. I didn't know who was who. We had 4 people playing, and I'm like, I can't tell who's on my team. Things were whack. So I
used to love that game growing up.
I know, it just didn't stick well. I can still play like Turok.
Yeah, I know you can.
You don't like Turok?
I never played it really as a kid, and
that was a game we weren't supposed to be playing, and we played it.
Yeah.
That Duke Nukem.
Never played that either.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
I wasn't supposed to watch Power Rangers, all right?
You weren't allowed to watch Power Rangers? I thought you watched South Park as a kid. Hence why he's so messed up.
Yes, I did.
But you couldn't watch Power Rangers.
I didn't say I was supposed to watch South Park.
Okay. So you watched South Park.
Oh, yeah.
But you skipped out on Power Rangers.
Yes. Well, okay, so when I was growing up, when my grandma was raising me,
yeah,
I wasn't allowed to watch Power Rangers because it was too violent, and I like to kick people.
You would?
Yes.
This guy.
At least that's what I'm told.
Power Rangers. Pink Power Ranger, my first crush.
Yeah.
For sure.
I get it.
Yeah. Let me guess, yours is Topanga.
No.
Dang it! I felt like I was onto it. But what was your first crush? Like TV crush?
What was it? What was that show called? It was Hillary Duff from that.
Oh, Lizzie McGuire show.
Yep.
Dude, you're off today. You couldn't remember Lizzie McGuire. You couldn't remember Crash Bandicoot.
Leave me alone.
Bruh, what is happening? Yeah, there's a lot of good games growing up, though. And it's hard to go back to them, though.
Yeah.
And I'm not even, graphics don't mind. I
do.
Graphics bother you?
Yeah.
Really? Don't bother me too bad. It's starting to as I've gotten older, but it's still.
Well, the first movie I ever went and seen in theaters was Iron Man.
It's harder for me to go back and watch movies than it is
so
games.
Getting into everything post that.
Okay.
With all the Marvel movies and everything.
Yeah.
Now I can't watch old movies at all.
Oh, I'm the same way.
They bother
old
me.
Movies.
And it's kind of similar with games.
There are some classics that I can still watch, but I agree 100%. The movies are pretty rough with me. Like, yeah, older movies. What was I just watched? I was like, I can't even do this. It's laughable. It's laughable at this point. I don't even remember what the hell it was. Did I tell you my poor daughter's getting not nightmares, but bad dreams?
Oh, no.
Because somebody decided to let her watch a movie that possibly.
What did you have her watch?
Jumanji.
Why would you do this?
I watched it as a kid. I turned out okay. Though I am scared of monkeys, and they are now too.
I love monkeys.
They terrified me, dude. I was like, they just jumped into the police car and started popping shotgun shells to the roof of it, if I remember right.
You know what they're getting for every Christmas now.
You've already did this.
I know, every now.
Freya's first birthday, you bought her.
Yeah.
Dude, I was scarred by monkeys.
Yeah, but now they can be afraid of monkeys and still get them.
Jumanji, Wizard of Oz. I had that creepy monkey dude that was dressed in a gorilla suit at some kind of. Did you guys see how far he put that in his mouth? Did you forget there was a camera, bro? No, you're wrong. You were the girl from Kentucky that ate Jake Slider. That was you right there with the pizza. You were really excited about it. We should have ate first and then came on the podcast. We're not that smart, guys. Anyways, a little distracted over there. Like, whew. I don't even remember what I was saying because it distracted me so hard.
You leave me alone.
What was I even talking about?
And I earned this.
He said, I'm fat and I earned this.
And you were talking about being terrified of monkeys?
Thick boy nation. Oh, yeah, dude. So there was this train. I want to say this place is called Deer Acres up in Michigan. It's probably well out of business at this point because they had like a bunch of pet deer running around. You fed them popcorn.
Well, now I'm sad.
Yeah. But there's a train that they had in there. For some reason, maybe it was a zoo or something. There's some dude in a gorilla outfit. And he came out of the bushes and he pretended to chase the train. And I was straight balling. Like it was terrifying.
Over a monkey.
So there is all kind. Like I would love to go to Indonesia, but there's monkeys everywhere.
So you like what happened to Harambe over here, huh?
Rest in peace. D's out. Hey, Cincy, you got to do it for him. Got to do it for him.
Got to get it done.
They got to get it done just for him. We'll talk about football on our special. I'm trying to save all my knowledge up for that because I have a lot I want to say. I'm going to start with nope.
Hold yourself back, bud.
Holding myself back. But yeah, so I'm terrified of monkeys. They creep me out.
That's my favorite animal.
Didn't help. I went to Columbus Zoo and I'm like, I normally skip the monkey part of the zoo. I'm not even joking. I skip it.
Don't go to the zoo with me.
But this time I was like, I'm going to be mature. I'm going to go. Like, my kids want to go see the monkeys. So I'm going to go see the dang monkeys with them, right? I'm 30 years old. I wasn't 30 at the time. I was like 25. This is a while back. So I'm going to go see the monkeys. And then they had a gangbang in the pen. And I was like, I'm out. That's the last thing I need to see.
That bothered you?
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah.
If anything, it should bother you for the kids.
Well, yeah, but she was like a baby at this point. Like, she was like 1. You know what I mean? So she didn't know what the hell was going on. But I was just like, I gave you guys a chance, and then I come over here to check it out, see what you guys are doing. I just want to see them picking ticks off each other. That cracks me up. But no. Then they throw crap at you.
They've never thrown crap at me.
No, like in the wild.
Oh, yeah.
From what I've heard, they throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a fan of that.
All you got to do is throw it back.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to pick up monkey feces and throw it.
No, yours.
If I pick it up, it's not going at a monkey. It's going at you. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So when you want to go to the
suggestion.
Zoo.
What is it? The one who.
When do you want to go to the zoo?
Let's do one better. I want to go to Indonesia. I'll go to the monkey. What's it called? It's like a monkey garden or something.
Don't you say these
They're
things.
They're wild. I'm not joking.
I'm in.
Yeah?
100%.
Okay. We gotta wait. We're gonna have to wait and save up for that.
Oh, yeah.
But we should do that. Because I don't think my wife wants to go to that.
Because I adore monkeys.
My wife likes the idea of going to Indonesia. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this place. I really don't know why.
You get so obsessed with every little place.
It's weird, right? It's like a weird spot, and I'm suddenly just like obsessed with it.
Honestly, that one's odd because normally yours is very...
It makes sense or something?
Exotic, beach-like, island-like.
Yeah. Well, they do have an island, but they also have rice paddies and like all kinds of like... I love that you can go to the city and you have some real fancy, or you can go to the more rural areas or islands of Indonesia and it's straight up like traditional, like old school.
That's what I want.
Yeah. But you have to go over there. When you go over there, like you can drive your motorcycles around. You like rent a motorcycle. It's the best way to do it. And you can just drive through traffic. Yeah. There's just like standing. I don't know. This is what I'm...
Honestly, just give me as much culture as I can get when I'm elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Dude, I think it'd be cool because there's a lot of history over there. I think you have Hindu temples, Buddhist temples. There's a lot of stuff going on over there, man.
You had me at monkey.
Yeah. Yeah, you were just excited about the wild monkeys. You're like, I want to see a monkey in the wild. That's fair. Yeah.
I still want to see a bear in the wild.
You can do the swing over nothing. Where you know what I'm talking about? I ain't doing it.
Oh, come on.
No, I watched a video of somebody as they came back, as they went forward, they slipped off of it. There's nothing holding you onto that. You're holding a swing. If that thing snaps, you're gone.
Will you do it with me?
I'm nervous just thinking about it. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm going to sit on a swing next to you.
Come on.
I actually have no problem sitting next to you on a swing.
Yeah, come on.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, come on.
You'd probably have to get me drunk to do that one.
That's a terrible idea.
Oh, it is. That is true. Why'd Joel fall? Because we got him drunk first. I'm going to let you know that if I fall off the swing, I'm dragging you with me.
Hey.
We're going together, bud.
I have 2 fears. Heights is one of them.
I hope it's over a giant body of water.
Why would you do that?
If I'm facing my fears, guess who else is facing their fears?
Hey, I already went parasailing in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, but
I've faced my fears.
Parasailing is a lot less scary, I feel like, than swinging on a wooden swing over nothing. That's like
I don't know. I was white-knuckling, terrified, and with my grandmother.
Did you end up having fun, though, with the parasailing? Or did you hate that the whole time you did it? Confession time, go.
It was fantastic.
Was it?
The worst part was when they dipped me in the water.
You're like, stop it.
So when we got to shore, I emptied all my pockets and jumped into the Gulf. Because if I'm going to be there, I'm going to swim in it.
Might as well, right?
Yeah. Terrifying.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Of course, before I did all that, I looked up what kind of creatures are in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah? How'd you feel about that?
It's an ocean.
Sharks.
Oh, it said there's blue whales there too.
Yeah. I
don't mind sharks. Sharks don't bother me none.
The ocean is how I found out I was claustrophobic.
How did you get claustrophobic in the ocean?
Because I went in one of these, what the hell is it called? It was like a Bell submarine.
Uh-huh.
It's like a little self-propelled thing, and you're in like so it's like the Bell technique, I think they call it. So basically, you dip underwater, you pop up inside of a bubble, and the oxygen is stuck inside that bubble, so you're good. And then they have a hose that runs up right here, and it bubbles the oxygen into your tank. So I was like, okay, this is a little weird. When I got up in it, they started lowering it. Your ears fill up, you got to pop it. So I did that, but then I was like, I couldn't catch my breath. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Clueless. Best part, my wife's already down. She was the first person down. So she's down there waiting for me. There's a whole line of people that are waiting to go. So I'm like, hey, suck it up, bud. Got about 15 foot down underwater, and I couldn't do it anymore. And the guy's like, calm down, breathe. Trying my best to calm down, breathe. Couldn't catch my breath. Dipped out, slammed back to the top. And they're like, okay, you want to try again? And I was like, no, I'm good. So they're like, all right, go sit over there. And then they were like kind of like joking with me because it was two other women that didn't go. And they're like, oh, you're going to sit there with the women all day? And that didn't bother me one dang bit, obviously. I'm like, hey, whatever. What got me was ding, my wife's down there. And she's like, why is he not down here? Because she knew I was next. What in the hell?
Oh, yeah, you're in trouble there.
I'm giving a shout out. Ben, quit texting me.
You really think Ben deserves a shout out for that one?
No.
You should learn how to mute your phone instead of just putting it on vibrate.
You're right. You're right. Yours is muted?
Yeah.
That's impressive, actually. I remember when you used to have those. You do everything had to make a noise with you.
It still does.
Beep, beep. And you're over there. I'm like, quit it.
It still makes noise.
God, I'm just trying to sit in a car. Yeah, we work together.
Remember when it used to be as I type things into my phone, I had to make a sound too?
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick.
Drove me nuts.
I fixed that.
That seriously bothered me so bad. That was back in the day when we had to see each other every day, 8 hours a day, if not longer. And you start gaining those little annoyances.
Yeah, and now you get to deal with me for what, 2-3 hours?
Yep. You were over there. You start beeping and bopping on your phone. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to turn your volume knob to an odd number just to mess with you.
You're a sicko.
Yeah, that's right. OCD. But anyways, so I was over there. I was like, I gotta go back down in the stupid submarine because she's down there waiting for me. Somehow this didn't register to me because I'm a POS apparently. And so I was like, all right, I'll do it. So everybody went. I went down, panicked again. This time, kept it calm. I was like, I'll be fine. I don't know what's going on. So I like convinced myself, take deep breaths, and then you had a little, like a motorcycle thing, right?
Yeah.
So you hit it, and you start going. Mine's slower than all the rest. So all you see, you're just driving. You're like above the reef, right? You're probably like 25 foot under, maybe 20. And all you see is it's clear, but it's not that clear. So you can see them 5-10 foot in front of you, and then they're starting to slowly get ahead of you. And you're like, oh, I'm getting left behind. I'm in the ocean. Oh my God. And then I start panicking again. Seriously, I just calmed myself down like 3 other times. It was bad. And then I was like, I don't get it. When I got up, I was talking to the guy. I'm like, I've never had a feeling like that. And he goes, you're probably claustrophobic. Do you know how many times people have done that on this? He's like, it happens all the time. And I was like,
you've never been put in a small area?
not really.
Really?
But now that I think about it, like, have you ever seen, what the hell is that movie? The Descent. Have you ever watched The Descent?
No.
You should watch that. You would enjoy that, I think.
Dude, you're asking a movie and me.
Okay. It's a horror movie, though. And not that horror movies are great, but it's about these people that go into cavern systems and they find basically like hillbilly people that are living in these caves. But they're like all the way down. They don't come out.
Kind of like Wrong Turn.
It's more realistic than Wrong Turn.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
It's actually decently realistic. I felt like The Descent was. But it was like, they can't see because they've lived underground so long. They're not exactly hillbillies. They're like creatures. But yeah, it was very terrifying. They're like crawling around these spots. I saw that. There was actually a person on Instagram. They do this for fun. And they're down there in these things. And they had to wiggle just to get through these spots.
Oh, that's not good.
No. But it's like a thing. You can tell there's chalk markings all over the place. So people do this. I would have a stroke.
Yeah. I also feel like you need to apologize to the hillbillies. That was rude.
Never. I hate hillbillies. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm sorry, hillbillies. It was creatures I meant to say. Not that I think of creatures when I think of hillbillies. Anyways. You got any extra shovels I can dig myself deeper?
Yeah, I got one in the car.
Let's do it. Well, we got way off topic on this one. I like it. I like it. We went from video games to how do we get? Oh, I Indonesia. It's because I was the monkeys. Monkeys went to Indonesia, and we should seriously go to Indonesia though. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking, Chuck.
We can make a plan.
I'm clipping that part where you said don't mess with me. I'm going. I'm clipping that. Chuck, look, you're going.
You're gonna hold the podcast against me now.
Absolutely. That's what I'm gonna start doing. You're like, I don't remember. I don't care. It's right here. Proof.
Jeez. Oh,
proof is in the pudding, bud.
So something we have to talk about. I forgot the name already. The Moving Castle.
Chuck. He is just not here today, guys.
So I've decided that I need to get a hold of my doctor. I need to figure out what's going on and get the meds done.
Yeah.
I need a smaller dose because I think the problem was I was on too high of a dose. So
I have never seen you like that. I don't want to say you were like a normal person because that's not correct, but it's like your personality was much different.
Well,
it wasn't in a bad way though.
I've heard that it was like I was talking to somebody, but nobody was home. Like I was very like here.
I could see that,
but I wasn't.
Yeah.
And the fact that I wasn't laughing, joking around, just up and go.
Yeah, like
which is who I am.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that.
Can you half it? Is that possible?
I think so.
But yeah, you got something you have to talk to your doctor
I know
about.
I was on the highest dose, and I know they go down at least a third.
Oh, yeah.
So I should be able to do
so it's just enough that it helps.
Yeah.
That ruins all my fun.
That's the idea.
This is what I had to do.
No, the idea is so I can remember things better.
To get my friend help, I had to bring him on a podcast. I saved his life. No, from not remembering.
No, you did that before with that machine.
The machine?
Yeah. My snoring?
That was...
My CPAP?
That was a fun story. Okay, so listen. We have gone on, God, how many...
So many.
Weekend trips together.
So many. I love weekend trips.
It started with Kentucky. We were in Kentucky. Yep. We already told that story on the third podcast, I think it was.
Yep.
And when we were in Kentucky, though, it was a small cabin, cement floor in parts of it.
Yeah, you guys let me get through that.
Not the motel. This was a cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know you as well as I knew you later.
Yeah.
So my brother's like, I'll sleep on the floor. And then my uncle's like, all right, I'll grab the couch. So they slept on the couch, and he's like, you two can sleep in the bed. So they're all right, whatever. And I have no problem sharing a bed with anybody. Like, whatever. We're men.
It's whatever.
We'll be all right. Anyway,
it's not like we're going to snuggle.
No, people act so weird about that. I was like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways, however, this one, actually, I probably would have been better for me not to sleep in the same bed as you because you're an animal, apparently. So, I don't know this story. It takes me time to fall asleep already as it is. Like, I struggle to fall asleep. It's a whole process. It can take me hours to fall asleep sometimes. 15 minutes, gone. If that.
It didn't take that long.
If that.
Give me 2 minutes and the will to sleep, and I'm gone.
And then so you're sleeping and ungodly loud snoring. Like, it is bad. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He snores. Big whoop. But then he started growling. And it felt like I was in bed with a werewolf. I'm not going to lie. You're growling, you're snarling, you started like doing that kind of shit. And I was like, okay, done. So I legit turned my back on you. I was like, I pray to God he doesn't kill me in his sleep. I don't know what's happening right now, but it's like I'm in bed with a rabid wolf. So that was the first time that I experienced that.
Hey, I got it fixed. It's okay.
And then there were several other instances, I'm sure, where your snoring was really loud, but we were like, whatever, you know. And then it was Rock on the Range.
Yep.
And you came up for...
It was the year that I was in a wedding.
Yep. So you left...
in Michigan. So
you skipped Friday, I think.
Skipped Friday. I was in the wedding on Saturday. I came down Saturday night.
Yep. So, and then you were sleeping in the bed with my brother.
Yes.
You and him, and then I think it was me and Ben, and then Mitchell slept on the floor.
And I remember right. Yeah, because I brought a sleeping bag for Mitch.
And I had already fallen asleep earlier in that day as soon as we got home back, and I had passed out. Remember that? I was gone, and they were taking pictures of me while I was sleeping.
Dude, when I showed up, everybody was asleep.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you were late showing up. Yeah. So, and then we were all up, kind of, and you passed out, and my brother was still trying to sleep. Excuse me. And we were just watching TV, you know, hotel life. And then you started snoring, snarling, your whole thing. And I mean, this time it was bad. Like, it was like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like you're waking up, but not waking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the funniest part of this is my brother is like, you could see him struggling over there, and he starts pushing you, trying to shake you awake. You slept right through it.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're like giggling at this point. You know, like, this is hilarious because he's got to sleep with the guy that's snarling. I've been in that scenario. So the whole time I'm thinking, rabid wolf, dude, this guy's got to deal with it. I know exactly what he's dealing with. So my brother is a little less kind than I am, to say the least, about in this scenario anyways. And we're laughing, and I look over, and you're still gone. Like, you were sleeping so hard, and he just sits up. Like, it was like you know how like Dracula comes out of the coffin? Just sits up, looks over at you, and then he just starts beating the shit out of your arm. Like, I mean, he is just going hard, dude. Throwing all kinds of punches hard as you can. You barely even wake up.
I didn't wake up. I don't remember this.
So the next day, we're all eating breakfast, half awake, dude. We were all tired as shit. So, because like you were, I mean, you kept us up. It was bad. It was probably the worst I've ever seen. We're eating, and you came down last, and you sat down with your food, and we're like, hey, bud, we need to have a talk.
Yep.
And like, you got a problem. And the only reason I knew that, though, is because my parents dealt with it. So my brother and I, it was like what's that called? An intervention. It was legit like an intervention for your snoring.
Yep.
And then on the way home, you called your grandma, and she helped you set up a thing at that point because you were living with her. That was way back.
Yeah. Yep.
And so you guys set up a thing through your family doctor or whatever it was. And then you were like, hey, by the way, you guys technically saved my life. And I was like, what?
And the worst part is right after I got my CPAP.
Can you explain how we almost saved your life? Because I don't remember how that worked.
Well, because, okay, so I went to my family doctor, talked to him about it. He sent me in to get a sleep study. Turned out I have, what's that? It's happening again, bud.
I don't remember what's called either.
Me neither. Sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea.
Wow.
Good job,
That's
bud.
how it pops up there.
He has it. He don't remember it.
But turned out I have sleep apnea. They gave me a CPAP. That never really worked for me because apparently I do more than just flail and snarl in my sleep, and I throw things off my face. So
the old I wake up and it's across the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could tell it was ripped off because everything's hanging there in weird ways.
Werewolf.
Sometimes the machine's on the ground. It was all bad. So I talked to the doctors and everything, and I had surgery on my throat to try to help. And it's helped wonders.
Have you... Yeah, dude, now that you remember, I was like, we were joking around about this. We went to Riot Fest in September last year.
Yeah.
And, hold on. What the heck was it? Oh, yeah, we were making fun of you, like, not making fun of you, but we were, like, joking about me and you specifically.
Yeah.
And my friend Sam had come up, and she was standing there. I was like, just so you're aware, Chuck's a snorer. And really, you didn't snore that bad.
Yeah.
But that's, like you said, the surgery probably helped quite a bit.
It's made it a lot better. I haven't had near as many issues. I mean, obviously, I still snore.
Yeah.
It still happens.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, that's...
It's not to a point where I'm waking up several times an hour trying to breathe without realizing it. And I wake up more well-rested. Everything's better.
I was trying to remember. This is really random. You read a Stephen King book, and I was gonna call you because I keep calling you a werewolf. There's a book that you read with a werewolf in it, and you thought it was the funniest thing. Is it Howl? Or no, it wasn't Howl. It was. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not remembering what one you're talking about.
Oh, it's called It's not Black House. Black House is the second book in that. The Talisman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember this? It's like a kid traveling across whatever, and then there's a werewolf, and you thought this werewolf was the funniest thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
That's you. I'm going to find his name, and I'm going to start calling you that. I got a bunch of Stephen King books over there. I don't think I have that one. I didn't care about The Talisman. You and Aaron liked it, and I wasn't a big fan of that one.
Yeah, I fell out of that series right after that, too.
Yeah. You don't have the patience for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I struggle.
The Black House is way better than that one, too.
Was
the
it?
second book, I could reread the second book, no problem. But that first one, I just wasn't a fan of that. But it could have been like an older writing style. I think it was done in the 80s or early 90s.
Yeah.
Just wasn't a fan. Speaking of books, our audiobook's out.
Yeah, I saw
Blood Tide is officially out.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep. Finally finished up those 3.
I got to get on there. You sent me that link. I got to get on there and download it still.
How dare you? How dare you? I get, there was a mess up. Hey guys, I'm going to give a shout out real quick because I already gave you a shout out, but I'm going to give you another shout out. Shout out to you, bud, for you put a little extra capital in the business before we did the Kickstarter, so that way it would like a more manageable budget.
Yeah.
Right. So just thank you for that.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Charles Beason. And shout out to Biddy Wood, the Twitch streamer, as well. Because it's supposed to go in the front of the book, and then it didn't happen. Oh, I listened to it. I was really excited. Thankfully, if I remember right, Biddy Wood put in that amount, but he didn't put it in that tier. He still deserves a call out, though.
Oh, yeah,
because he did the same amount. But I don't think he didn't want the goodies. He was being supportful, I think. I don't know. I talked to him a little bit about it. He didn't really care either way. So, but
Biddy Wood's a nice guy.
Yeah, but I haven't talked to you about it. So,
yeah.
So shout out to Biddy Wood and Charles Beason and all our other Kickstarter backers. You guys are wonderful people. We appreciate you guys very much. Yeah. So we got through. I have all 3 of those shorts done.
Yep.
And some phenomenal narrators for them too. Like I'm just happy we got Michael Kramer for the first one for my story. I was so pumped about that. Now we need to do it for the other 2 anthologies. I keep getting bugged about those, but expensive.
It ain't cheap.
It ain't cheap. And then, Howls. That's what we were originally talking about.
I was about to switch off from the werewolf to that. Howl.
Yeah,
It was going to work, but
so we were recommended because we're not real big anime people. Basically, we haven't really watched anime.
Correct.
So somebody in the comments said to watch Howl's Moving Castle by Studio Ghibli, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
I think so.
And I'll let you start. What's your opinion on that, bud?
Most of the movie, I'm sitting there, what? Huh? What am I watching? What is happening? Who are you? That was a lot on the movie. By the end of it, I'm like, aw. And the puppy dough. The puppy dough.
Puppy.
Uh-huh. The puppy dog.
I don't remember the puppy dog.
You don't remember the puppy dog? That barked like a really, really weak laugh?
What?
Yeah. Did you watch Howl's Moving Castle?
We watched the same movie, bro. I don't remember that dog. I'm drawing a blank.
When she was going to the place with the one woman and that witch showed up there too, she thought Howl was the dog.
Oh, yeah. The dog with the little chicken feet.
Yes, 100% my favorite character in the entire movie.
Oh, okay. So your favorite character is the dog.
Yes.
Which character was the worst character in your opinion?
Worst?
Yeah.
The 2 guys in the alley.
At the beginning?
Yep.
Yeah, the assholes that were being pushy with the woman. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched the first half with me and Cassie. She was thrilled. She was super thrilled to watch a cartoon.
Why are you like this?
Because I'm awesome. Baby, I'm glad you love me. If you're listening, we gonna watch some more cartoons. She's not a fan of cartoons. She's not a cartoon guy person.
It's not a cartoon. It's an anime.
Anime. I'm just doing that to piss off the anime people.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I know. But so we watched the first half, and she started falling asleep, and I was like, hey, no, you know what? I watched this, and I think it's okay for the girls to watch. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So
well, it's like I told you,
slightly scary.
Outside of that scene, and then the butt.
Yeah. I think there was probably way worse. Yeah, the butt's barely even there.
Yeah.
I know. I saw what you're talking about. But yeah, it was like when they were dragging the stairs.
Yeah.
As an adult, you would catch it. But I don't think as a kid you would ever even.
I agree.
The amount of things that I've seen as a kid in like, even like kids' movies.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. My favorite example is Peter Pan. And I am put it on Disney Plus, and it says, pops up something about racism.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, racism in Peter Pan? I do not remember anything racist about Peter Pan whatsoever.
Right.
And then I YouTubed it, and I was like, oh, shit, yeah, that's pretty racist. Yeah. And it was the scene with the Native Americans.
Yep.
Yeah. What makes the red man red?
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible.
Yep.
Right over my head as a kid.
Hey, just like Bugs Bunny.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some stuff in Bugs Bunny, too. Yeah. A lot of the older Disney
that
movies.
Old stuff just...
They slipped that in really casually, too.
They got away with everything.
Pretty rough, yeah. It's cringy, but yeah.
There's
so I was
a
like,
lot of old movies that wouldn't stand up today now, though.
no, yeah. But yeah, with Howls, I watched that first half, and then I was all right, I'll watch with the girls. I'm like, this isn't that bad. I think the worst part really about it was like they kept talking about demons.
Yeah, I thought personally the worst part was that in the alley.
Yeah,
I thought that was the worst part. I thought that was a part that maybe could keep kids from seeing it.
Yeah,
potentially, but that's about it.
Yeah, and I mean it was. I don't know. It was done in a way that it was just kind of like blown off. So
yeah, and you couldn't really tell what was actually happening there.
Yeah,
but
if I saw that in real life, I'm like, yeah, it's sexual assault probably.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
that's the moment you look down the alley and you got to go. Yeah. You just got to jump in.
Yeah, yeah. To explain a little bit better, now that I just said let my kids watch this, and then you're like, oh yeah, about sexual assault. Basically, it was like two soldiers, and they were like trying to convince a girl to go out with them or something, right? Something along those lines.
They were kinda in a weird way, and then they weren't letting her walk away.
They were being pushy about it.
100%.
Yeah. And so as a kid, I think it would go right over your head.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me. Yeah. So, but we were watching that. I think my favorite character is the Fire. The Fire is hilarious, dude. She's
Fire is funny.
Yeah, he was cracking me up. It's Billy Crystal, which is hilarious. He's a big 90s actor, and that was amusing. And you realize the guy that played Howl is Christian Bale.
Yeah.
You realize that? I was like, who's this dude's voice?
That's Batman?
Yeah. I was like, who's this guy's voice? That sounds so familiar. So then I looked up. That was kind of crazy that those two people were.
Yeah.
That was kind of out there.
Never would have thought about it. Now.
My least favorite was probably the witch. She was a little weird.
Which one?
What?
Which one? The one that was super rich sitting at the top of that stairs? Or.
No, the one that was sweaty and.
The one with all the shadows?
Yeah, she just, I don't know, something about her. I don't know what it was. Yeah.
They painted her off to be so much worse.
It's kind of a weird character in general. Yeah. I like Turnip Head a lot.
Turnip Head?
Turnip Head. It was a very like childlike movie though.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like it's like a childlike wonder is the best way to explain that movie kind of.
Honestly, halfway through the movie, I'm like, Disney?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this a Disney princess? Because it's coming off as a Disney princess right now. That's exactly how Disney movies go.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, I'm like, that's a Disney movie.
Mm-hmm. My kids loved it. The only thing that scared them a little bit was when Howl turns into like a bird creature, and that was a little creepy at times. But other than that, they handled Jumanji. They'll be fine watching that.
Right. No, overall, I will say
What would you rate that out of curiosity?
I'd watch it again.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would too. Well, I watched it twice, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Total ranking, I'd probably go 6.5.
Yeah, it'd be a 6 or 7 out of 10 for me as well. Though, like I said, it's good enough for me to rewatch. I wouldn't have any problem. Very interesting idea. Like, I like the whole idea about it, the moving castle, and then the magical doors inside the castle. That was pretty freaking dope.
Yeah, my thing is, she got a little odd by the end. I mean, she kissed 5 people right at the end of that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole movie is strange in general, but it was like, I don't know what's happening exactly, but it's cool. But the house gave me like D&D ideas through
I could imagine,
dude. Seriously, imagine you're like walking to a house and then you try to leave and there's a little flip thing and you can go different dimensions.
If you run a campaign with anything like that and Turnip Head's not in it,
you're gonna be mad.
Oh, absolutely.
Turnip Head has to be in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Turnip. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What else?
Which I thought it was real interesting that when she kissed Turnip Head, he became a man again.
It was like a frog, the frog thing.
Yeah. And like, I didn't have any problems with that, but the fact that she was like in love with Howl, even though she was apparently his true love, that's so real.
Yeah.
So real.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. It was a good suggestion. Jack, right? Jack suggested it to us. Is that correct?
That's who you said.
Yeah. Good suggestion, bud. That was a good anime to jump into.
Shout out to Jack.
That was way easier to watch than Cowboy Bebop. Speaking of Cowboy Bebop, I saw they're like closing in on like 150,000 signatures to try to bring Netflix to get the live action back. I really enjoyed the live action of that.
I got nothing, man.
Chuck, did you watch Vox Machina or Machina? Or?
I have not yet.
Oh, bruh. Oh, bud, you need to watch it. I went through.
I heard it's a prequel.
Doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. Anything you heard about it being prequels, don't worry about it. You know why? It's freaking awesome. Okay. First, sorry.
It's freaking awesome.
So, us playing D&D. Yeah, that's what you have.
So you have people throwing rust monsters at other people.
Let's just say by episode 3, they're ball tagging each other. Yeah, it's right up your alley of humor for sure. I tried to get Cassie to watch it, and she's like, "What would make you think I would like this?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I don't know." They're nut tapping each other, and there's all kinds of inappropriate humor. Very crude, very gory.
Yeah,
but at the same time, the animation, gargoyles. That's what reminds me of gargoyles, but better. And then the story structure. So far, I've watched all 6 episodes that are out already.
Oh, jeez.
I watched it in one day, and that gives you an idea because I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Freaking love it, dude. I'm so excited for the rest of it. Like, freaking pumped.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
I've been bugging everybody about it. I got done finishing last night. I called up Dan. I was like, hey, you need to watch this now. I texted my brother. He didn't answer back, so I called him today. Watch it. Just watch it.
And this is you getting on me.
Granted, yeah, this is me getting on you. But granted, if you're not into crude humor, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
You're not going to like it. Extremely gory. But it does remind me of a D&D campaign. Like, it's like, it has all the, you got a rogue. You have the barbarian. The barbarian's the best. You have, there's some other stuff I'll tell you about, but I'll tell you after off air. But it's hilarious.
Well, don't tell me about it. I'm going to watch it now.
Okay. All right. Well, you'll know what part I'm talking about. The barbarian cracks me up. He's like overtly dumb, right? And then you have the rogue, and those two are the ones that are like nut tapping each other. Jeez. And then you have you have the bard. And the bard is a stereotypical bard that I've never seen anybody play, but everybody talks about. That's just trying to shag everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You've never seen anybody play that?
No, I've actually not, believe it or not.
Have you ever seen me play a bard?
No.
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah. No. And
I was a rogue trying to shag everything, okay?
It's even over the top for that stereotype.
Oh, geez.
There's a part, he's singing about necklaces, pearl necklaces or something, beaded necklaces, something. And the girl's like, this is inappropriate. But she said, she's like, I've never seen you wear a necklace. And he's like, that's because you can't see it. And then it took a hard turn from there, what he was singing about. So yeah, it's not for everybody, but I personally enjoyed it a lot.
I could only imagine where that went.
I felt actually the character building was really good in there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, but on the Howls thing.
Yeah.
So best part.
Yeah, good.
I was sitting there and my brother's sitting next to me playing his video games, right?
Yeah.
He paused his game.
He ended up watching with you?
Yeah, about halfway through.
I love it.
His wife came down,
Really?
and as soon as she saw it, like I paused it. I'm only 15 minutes in. I paused it. She looks up. Oh, you watching Howl's Moving Castle? How do you know this? Because I love that movie. Oh, okay.
Apparently, a lot of people love this movie.
And then she threatened not to watch the podcast if I said anything bad about it.
That bad. Wow. Respect.
And then when she asked, so what'd you think about it? I don't know. You'll have to watch the podcast.
Wow. Wow. Was that my kid?
No, it was me.
Oh, I was like, what just happened? Or
That was me.
ADHD. Sorry, Chuck. We love you. We love you for it.
Yay.
How bad's your beard bothering you right now?
Oh, I need my comb.
Silly. Oh, The Witcher 3 is getting another DLC.
So far over here.
I couldn't believe that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been out for, 7 years now? It's getting a new DLC?
It's starting to turn into GTA 5 over here.
That game's... They're like, don't worry, we're working on 6. Yeah, better be, because you've been talking about it for almost, 8 years?
Well, last I heard, that wasn't coming out until 2026.
Really? That's ridiculous.
But it's going to be so big.
Do you remember when they first pitched GTA 6 and what their idea was?
Yeah.
They were going to use a real map and, you could,
Of the United States.
Yeah, and it was going to be, people's houses were going to be in this.
Yeah.
And I was, blown away. I'm like, this would be amazing because I could go visit your house, do some messed up things at your house, and then it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
But and I don't think that's the idea anymore.
I hope not. I mean, I was sitting there thinking, okay, if they do this and you're playing online, which means there's no way to fast travel or anything, and the way their traveling system is so realistic, it's going to take me 8 hours to get on a plane and fly to Kansas.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or Iowa from here.
Yeah, maybe they could make states different servers or something. I don't know how they do that. I don't know. Yeah.
So they would just be so much time being taken up in the traveling through that game. They'd have to figure out a fast travel sequence or something.
Yeah.
They'd have to.
Speaking of Kansas, I don't know why this reminded me of this. Did you see this thing in Tennessee that pastor with burning? He's doing a book burn. Did you see this? I just saw it on
What's he burning?
Harry Potter and Twilight books.
Why?
Because they're full of sorcery, witchcraft, and evil things.
Oh my goodness, it's like my childhood all over again.
I was like, first of all, those are the lightest. Harry Potter's gotten a lot of flack from the Christian community. I remember growing up and you weren't allowed to read those, right?
That's because fantasy from back then, at least in the areas that we grew up in, was very much evil somehow.
I think it was because it didn't have the good versus evil aspect, or people assumed it didn't or something.
Yeah, I think what it was a lack of understanding.
Yeah, probably.
They weren't understanding with the imagination or the...
Yeah, but my whole thing was I can't imagine they try to read any other fantasy books, really. I mean,
Right.
You're mad about Twilight and Harry Potter, bro.
Pick up a book that has a corrupt dagger. By the way, I just described every fantasy book, so no spoilers.
Yeah. Oh no, Brandon Sanderson's back at it again. He turned them colors into magic. Watch out. Witchcraft. I don't know, dude. It seems ridiculous to me. You're burning books. The company already made money off of it, so it makes no sense.
None. It's like burning Carhartt gear if you don't agree with Carhartt right now.
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
I keep seeing all that stuff, and I'm like, even if you don't agree, why are you wasting your money?
Dude.
And plus, there are people indeed you could give it to if you didn't want it.
Saw a hilarious. I can't remember how the clip went about the Carhartt thing.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Someone's like, "You're going to still wear it?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to still wear it because their stuff's great." And they're like, "You know what they're doing to their workers?" And he's like, "I don't care. I don't work for them.
Yeah.
It's a free country. You go work where you want to work. If you don't like what they're doing, go work somewhere else."
Yeah.
And then he's like, and that was about the time he punched me in the face. And it was something random like that, but it was pretty amusing.
Yeah, I'm definitely a big thing. I don't work there. I don't care what they're doing.
Yeah, I would
Whether I like it or dislike it, that
yeah,
either
it's
here
like
or there.
company rules. There's companies out there that don't allow their employees to smoke.
Right.
Guess what? just don't work there. If you want to smoke that bad, don't work there.
Exactly.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's starting to get to this point. It's like people complain. I keep hearing people at work say this. Oh, this country's so soft. Okay, you are being soft by saying that. You want a free country, but you won't let people that are soft in your country. Is that what you're telling me right now? The free country is not free because it's only what you want. It's not personal freedom. It's supposed to be. You're going to get me on a rant, Chuck. You're going to get me on a rant, and I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to have a bunch of angry people.
Welcome to the melting pot. How you doing?
You almost got me going there, bud. You almost got me.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
You're like, this is the old Joel. Yes, yes.
Bring it out. I could take a break. You're just going to rant for 20 minutes.
Oh, I will. I will rant for a good 30 minutes. I will go hard. Dude, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's
and
like
I'll pop in every now and again. Hey, Joel. I don't know. How about this?
Oh, yeah, you will. You will, and you'll get me going again. Oh, dang, dude. It just drives me nuts. It's like what you're mad about is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, like, you're like, what's a good example? The gay marriage is a great one. With Christians being mad about gay marriage.
Yeah.
But they're like, this is a free country when it comes to anything else. Like, we can't bake them a cake or something, which is ridiculous. What you're doing is you're putting your own personal things into.
You know what my issue with all marriages when it comes to the government?
Yeah, what?
Marriage is mostly a religious thing, but it's turned into a government thing as well.
Or did the church? I don't know.
But the separation between church and state there is a little,
because at one point, obviously in Europe,
in my opinion.
not Europe, what was it, Rome?
Yeah,
there was all one thing. You know what I mean? It was like religion and politics all put together.
Yeah.
So when did it get confused? I don't know.
Yeah. So it's kind of got like I don't see much of a difference. There was marriages there, but
I believe there was marriages pre-Christianity.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well then maybe Christianity and other religions just kind of tried to steal it.
I think they just kind of adapted into their thing, like with the blessings and stuff.
That's what I meant by steal. Nothing.
That would require a lot of us doing some research here for what we're talking about. But I believe from some of the ancient Egyptian studies and ancient Mesopotamia studies I've done on,
and this is why
this is where we go. I believe that they said that, like, you know, you still had marriages, but they were under, like, you know, Ra and Isis. I don't know if the Ra is the correct god that they'd be worshiping in Egypt, but
whoever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. That even when they were worshiping,
well, then that's still a religious movement. Then
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Like, I don't care if your God's whoever your God is.
Yeah.
I don't care what religion you are or nothing. If you're getting married, it's usually done in front and witnessed by your deity. Is usually how the marriage goes.
Your deity. Okay, now what are we doing? We're playing Dungeons and Dragons? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing here? Oh, all right. No, yeah, I get it. It's a complicated whole thing, but at the same time, it's just, I hate when people are like, well, this is what I believe, so everybody has to follow these rules. That's not the idea. It just doesn't make sense to me. If I go any deeper, I'm going to go on a rant.
Yeah, I agree. But we are running low on time.
We're running way low on time. That's why I'm like, what are you doing? Trying to get me on rants?
It's fun. But we still got to do our high-lows.
Oh, highs, lows. Highs. High, I had 2 days off. Snowed in. Wonderful. Spent time with the kids. Kids were off school. Cassie was home. It was a blast. My favorite because I get to hang out with friends even if it's not only for a little bit, but like playing video games. Hence why I love the Corona shutdown. Because I've never been closer with some of my friends just because I was able to chat with them throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
Well, that also comes with being irritated at each other, but you know.
Yep.
It is what it is. And it's enjoyable though. So I got to chat with some of those people. And got a lot done. Hung out with the kids and the wife. It was a blast. My low. You do your high. I can't think of. I'm gonna think of my low.
My aunt woke up.
Your aunt. Fuck yes.
Yep.
Good, bud. Good. We were praying for her. So.
Yep. So I talked to her.
That's great news.
I talked to her on Thursday, or was it? No, it was Friday. I talked to her.
Oh,
So
dude, that's
that was
good.
super exciting.
Good. That makes me happy, bud. Good for you and her and the whole family. That's wonderful.
That's a huge high.
No, that's a huge high. Because when I talked to you after we got off the air last podcast, you went a little more in depth with it and didn't sound great.
No.
So that's wonderful, bud. Glad that all worked out. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It made me happy. That made my whole day happier. Because I was like, man, you're going through some shit right now, but now that's good. That's good. Hell yeah.
And she's so much more optimistic than she was before all this too.
Near-death experiences will do that to you.
Like it's nuts.
Yeah. I don't know if you know it, when you every time you get in a car accident, this guy, you get a little bit like that.
Do I?
Yeah. Suddenly you're like, you only live once. Put my head in the windshield.
Hey, my head won.
I don't know how.
Dude, I swear if I hit that thing a little harder, I would have been gone.
And this, kids, is why you buckle your damn seatbelt.
100%. Buckle your seatbelt. Do not be stupid.
Before you move the car. Because it was when you were just getting out of the parking lot, right? It kind of got you?
I was driving down the road.
I hope Cassie hears this and she yells at you.
I've been yelled at enough.
And you need to yell at more.
I bought a car that won't let me move it without my seatbelt on.
You're like, I learned my lesson. Okay. Low. What is my low? This is actually kind of hard. My low is, I don't even know.
Me neither.
You don't have we gotta have a low.
Yep.
We can't quit this until we have our low. What was the worst thing that happened to me? My low is I had to see you today.
That's a lie.
I know it is. Dang it. Low. Well, I know you ain't gonna, Mr. Forgetful over there ain't gonna remember anything. Nobody's on there. I got all kinds of funky on me.
Oh. We back?
Okay. Hey, we're back. Sorry, guys, about the weird little thing there.
Way to go, Joel.
No, it was... What the heck is going on here? I hear myself. All right, I think it's gone now.
Yeah, I came unmuted somehow.
It booted everybody and brought us back in.
Oh, that's weird.
I think it's time to tell us. All right, low.
My low was the fact that there's so much snow on the ground, and I almost fell twice.
You and ice just don't go well together. My low is, bruh.
Come on.
I know. I'm like, we just want to wrap this up at this point, guys. We're sick of talking to you guys.
No, I'm sick of seeing your face right
I know
now.
you are. My low is, I feel like I had a decent low, but it's really, I don't know. It's not there.
The lower the low, the better.
Listen, I saved my memory to take a crap until the end of the episode. Whereas
I just had it going all
you
episode.
spread it throughout the episode. I waited for mine.
All right, well, we still need a low so we can get off here.
I know.
You're annoying the people.
I know I am, dude. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I really want to get off here so I can eat this pizza. I'm excited about this.
I still got all
I
this
know
pizza
your
over
mouth.
here.
He's drooling, and hence why I'm dragging my feet. This is a Midwestern. I don't know my low. I'm freezing up. No, I don't. I really don't. Driving on those crappy roads.
There you go.
That's all I got.
That's a low.
I had to drive on the way home Wednesday, and it was already crappy.
Yep.
And then I drove back to your house.
Yep.
Had to get my whiskey bottle.
Uh-huh.
I forgot, and some deer meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all worth it.
You know, when somebody comes over and helps you with your deer that dies in your garage, you got to give them some meat.
You got to do what you got to do, my dude. All right, guys. I think that's about it for us. You want to hit our exit music, bud? And give us an exit.
All righty.
Like and subscribe now.
And that's it for episode 5 of the Unadulterated Amateurs podcast. That was Joel Norden, and I've been Chuck Beason. See ya.
Peace.